From Athletic Park in Merrill, Wisconsin, welcome to Tuesday night American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley, and we're getting ready for the Plover Black Sox against Merrill on what is just a hot, uncomfortably warm night. When I was driving up to the ball game, we're doing a moving average. One of the bank signs said 98. Well, that's probably not 98. Another said 94. I believe we are at 95 degrees as we get ready for first pitch. The Black Sox arrived here with a 2-3 record. Merrill kind of struggled during their high school season. You would imagine that Plover will be favored today, but let's see how today's game unfolds. Henry Ryman will be the pitcher for the Merrill Blue Jays. The number one pitcher for Merrill during the high school season. Bryce Ayer gets the start for Plover. Let's give you the Plover batting orders. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch tonight. Leading off and playing right field is Tommy Dronner. In left field, Jackson Fox will bat second. Bryce Cashin is the center fielder. He'll hit third. Caden Thayer's the third baseman. He'll bat fourth. The designated hitter, Thomas Hunt, will hit for the pitcher, Bryce Ayer, and will bat fifth. Drew Kadronowitz is the shortstop. He'll bat sixth. John Nafees at first base. He'll hit seventh. Jake Sankey is the second baseman. He'll hit eighth. And Caleb Meyer is catching on a hot night. He'll bat ninth. Again, for the visiting team Plover, Dronner, Fox, Cashin, Thayer, Hunt, Kadronowitz, Nafee, Sankey, and Meyer. For the home Merrill Blue Jays, their pitcher will hit for himself and lead off. Henry Ryman will bat first. His younger brother Sam plays shortstop and bats second. Connor Courtright is the catcher for Merrill. He'll bat third. Mason Johnson, the first baseman, will bat fourth. Isaac Clapper is at third base. He'll hit fifth. Michael McRae is a speedy, rangy kind of center fielder. He'll bat sixth. Nathan Brosnowski is in left field. He'll bat seventh. Carter Bodie is in right field, eighth. And Jack Houck is the second baseman, batting ninth. For the home Merrill Blue Jays, Henry Ryman, Sam Ryman, Courtright, Johnson, Clapper, McRae, Brosnowski, Bodie, and Houck. The crowd here is being announced to the crowd. It's a small group. I don't blame them. You would want to, if you could, be somewhere cool and air-conditioned and, check your Zaleski Sports app or website and enjoy this game somewhere comfortable. The crowd at Athletic Park in Merrill rises for our national anthem. To a man, players and fans are waiting for the sun to set, and maybe, just maybe, things will cool off a little bit. There's a little bit of a breeze that's not going to affect anything. It's not enough to cool us off either. It's blowing out to right field. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. Home team Merrill Blue Jays have taken the field, and their right-hander Henry Ryman is taking his warm-up tosses. Let's review the defense behind him. Starting in the outfield, Nathan Brosnowski is in left field. Michael McRae is in center, and Carter Bodie is in right. In the infield, that's Isaac Clapper at third base. Sam Ryman is the shortstop. Jack Houck is at second base, and Mason Johnson's at first base. Connor Courtright is catching, and Henry Ryman's just about ready to go. If you're not familiar with Athletic Park in Merrill, it was built the same time as Athletic Park in Wausau. It's got the same stone masonry work that makes up the outfield walls here. But when this was built, this was a huge, huge ballpark. In fact, you can see the old outfield wall, 536 to center field. There's a chain link fence that gives this field more reasonable dimensions as we play high school and American Legion baseball. That said, for a big field, this is kind of an intimate setting. I mean, we're in a residential neighborhood. There's not a lot of room from home plate to the backstop, and the bleachers are not much further beyond that. So you get to see the game up close and personal. That's kind of nice. And we are just about ready for Tuesday night baseball. So enjoy it and make the most of this, because I think Mother Nature is going to have something to say about our games tomorrow. That I'm scheduled to do the Everest Marshfield Legion game tomorrow, but again, the forecast is supposed to get not only some rain, but thunderstorms, maybe some hail. So tomorrow is kind of iffy. Tonight, just hot, ready for baseball. Tommy Dronner ready to lead off for the Black Sox. Tuesday night, Legion ball on June the 14th. First pitch, high and away, ball one, and we're underway. Up until a few days ago, this was going to be part of my summer vacation. I was planning on a light broadcast schedule, always happy to be thought of when the phone rings for fill-in opportunities. This is a lot of fun. Pitch is inside, and it's 2 balls, no strikes to Dronner, who's got great speed. He can make a nuisance of himself if he gets aboard. That one's inside, and Henry Ryman, a little trouble finding strike one. He's down 3-0 in the count. Got a great view to call today's game. Not much different than the camera angle that you're seeing. That's on the inside corner, 3-1. Several years ago, they built this nice viewing deck that's just up the first base side, not far away from home plate. It's one of the best seats in the house. 3-1 pitch. Hits the dirt down low. Dronner, with speed, is aboard with a leadoff walk. I can remember a lot of these Plover Black Sox players with the Smash High School team. Again, some play for Stevens Point, but many play for Plover. The Black Sox have a long, successful history at the Legion level. Fox takes a strike. Joking with our home plate umpire, you don't want anything to do with calling balls and strikes today. It's miserable when you're in the 90s to be the home plate umpire or to be one of the catchers. 0-1 pitch. Up and in. Ball and a strike. Pretty good lead for Dronner at first base. Again, I've seen both of these teams during the high school season. I know the group's a little bit different. Here's a bunt. Back to the pitcher. This is a successful sacrifice. Ryman throws out Fox, but Dronner moves to second. And again, with Dronner's wheels, a hit to the outfield probably brings him around and gives the Black Sox an early lead. So they're showing confidence early that either Bryce Cashin or Caden Thayer will drive him in. Left-handed bat here. Now, I saw Henry Ryman pitch in the Merrill Blue Jays high school season. In fact, the game that I saw him was a loss to D.C. Everest. Inside corner, strike one. I thought that Ryman pitched okay that day. Shoddy defense behind him. In fact, that afternoon, the Merrill High School Blue Jays committed 8 errors. Hard to win a game like that. Runner at second, 1 out. That's down low, gets past the catcher. Runner will advance to third. Yeah, that's down low, scored a wild pitch. And moved Dronner up 90 feet. Again, at this level of baseball, at any level of baseball, the walks are always problematic. So Dronner, without the benefit of a hit, he walks, sacrificed over to second, and now moves to third on a wild pitch. And this ball is well hit. Right center field, it's into the gap, it's going to go to the wall. This is at least a double. Holding up, wow, Bryce Cashin could have had himself a triple if he wanted it. Instead, the stop sign goes up. No matter, it's an early RBI for the Black Sox. Cashin drives the ball to the alley, 1-0. Boy, that's a left right field. Nice piece of hitting. Caden Thayer hits from the right side and takes strike one. Still only one out, so the Black Sox are looking for more out of this situation with a 1-0 lead. That's high and away. Ryman's having a little trouble early throwing strikes. I mean, he's quality. He's the best pitcher in the Merrill baseball program. Runners going, throw down to third, ball's there in time. He's under that tag. That's a stolen base, and that's the right call, too. The throw was there, but the throw was up high, and Bryce Cashin is underneath. More opportunities to bring that runner in at third base. Merrill keeps the infield back. They'd surrender another run on a ground ball. It's a little bit low. Count now is 3-1. Thomas Hunt, one of the college players who's back to play for the Black Sox, and he awaits on deck. 1-0 already. That ball is a fly ball on the infield. First baseman calling and catching, and Mason Johnson has retired Caden Thayer. Baseball coverage tonight is brought to you by Fleet Farm. Don't miss Fleet Farm's countdown to summer event. Save on everything from outdoor work and play, from lawn and garden tools to grilling and fishing gear. Save today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Top of the first and a 1-0 lead for the Black Sox, and that's high and away to Thomas Hunt. This would almost feel like a moral victory for Merrill if they get out of this allowing just one run. Runner on third, 2 outs. That's down low. Good stop there by Connor Courtwright, the catcher. Saved his pitcher another wild pitch and probably saved a run, too. 2 balls and no strikes. On the inside corner, 2-1. We're not going to complain about the heat all this much. Didn't we have a lot of games in April where we said how cold it was? Low there, 3 balls and a strike. Maybe you want to be careful and work around the big bat Thomas Hunt, thinking that Drew Kadronowitz may be the easier out on deck. That's the second walk of the inning. Close, but up high. So the college bat gets down to first base, and the high schooler will take a turn here. First and third. Double steal possibilities are always in play in this situation. Big lead at first base, and that's high and away. It's also turning into a high pitch first inning for Henry Ryman. And Plover doing all of this, getting a run in first and third with 2 outs, with the benefit of just 1 hit, 2 walks. Delayed call, strike. I think I agree with that. Got the outside corner, pretty good pitch. It's where Henry Ryman wants to be. Coming home at 1-1. Foul territory, first base side, and falls in play, but no one could get close to it. Not enough hang time. Well, a ball and 2 strikes. Henry Ryman is 1 strike away from ending what's been a long top of the first inning. Comes set, comes home. Call, strike 3. Kadronowitz looked like that was high and outside. Batter disagreed with the call, but the inning comes to a close. 1 run in, an RBI double from Bryce Cashin. The run that came around was there via a walk. The Black Sox lead 1-0. Merrill coming to bat when we're right back on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, come check out Velocity Clubhouse.
Velocity Clubhouse is open to the public, and we have a large facility for any of your sporting needs. Whether it's hitting, pitching, volleyball, or practice on the same court as the Housers, try our baseball simulator. Work one-on-one with experienced coaches. Schedule your next birthday party or gathering with Velocity Clubhouse of Stevens Point. 715-254-0505.
Bottom of the first is on. The Merrill Blue Jays ready to take their turn, trailing Plover 1-0 on Tuesday night, American Legion Baseball. I'm Chris Conley. Glad you're spending some time with us. Let's set the Black Sox defense behind starting right-handed pitcher Bryce Air. Jackson Fox is in left field. Bryce Cashin, he of the RBI in the top half of the inning, plays center, and Tommy Dronner, who scored that one run, is in right. The infield, Caden Thayer's the third baseman. Drew Kadronowitz is the shortstop. Jake Sankey is at second, and John Naif is the first baseman. Caleb Meyer catching, and Bryce Air has one or two more warm-up tosses to go before we're ready in the bottom of the first. Plover coming up. Beg your pardon, Merrill coming up, trailing 1-0. Talked before about how big this ballpark was when it was originally built. Of course, the piece of Merrill baseball lore is that during his high school career, Hank Aaron played a game here and hit one out to right center field over the old fence. Talked about often in Merrill baseball. I've always liked a big ballpark. I mean, now the trend is for ballparks to be small because the home run is more emphasized. But, I mean, I love a big defensive center fielder, someone who's got good range and can run down fly balls. And that is at a premium when you're playing in a big ballpark. Henry Ryman will lead off for Merrill. Ryman throws right-handed, but bats from the left side, ready to go against Bryce Air. Air had a great high school season. Comes set, first pitch home, strike one. That pitch right at the letters, I mean, batters are always feeling out the umpire. Is that pitch that sometimes is a little bit high, is that a strike? And at least the early trend in this game is yes, indeed, it is. So the high strike seems to be in play. Bounced off the plate, back to the mound. Pitcher's got it, and there's the first out. You know, during the high school baseball season, Merrill got off to a good start. Spent the first half of the season above 500. And then tailed off towards the middle and latter parts of May. Sam Ryman, shortstop, ready to hit. Coming home, that's up high. Bryce Air, nothing complicated about him. Does everything from the set, which a lot of pitching coaches are encouraging these days. I mean, some high schoolers go through the full windup, and then you've got men on base, and you have to go to the slide step, your mechanics changes. Bryce Air just sets and throws. Missed outside there, 2 balls and no strikes. So at least the mechanics stay the same for any situation. Runners on base, nobody on base. Sometimes it's easier to have pitching success that way. 2 balls and no strikes. Coming home. Inside corner, strike one. Again, Air's got good velocity. One of the biggest differences in American Legion baseball is when you get a pitcher who's back from college. 3-1 there. You know, once a pitcher goes off for freshman year at college, if they're still going to be a pitcher at the college level, they get so much more attention. They get so much more coaching. Then you come back home for the summer and play Legion ball. This ball is hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly, thrown out. That's a nice play from Kadronowitz. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Connor Courtright. Today's American Legion baseball coverage is sponsored in part by Felt's Dairy. Located at the Crossroads Commons in Stevens Point, Felt's Dairy is family-friendly and experienced serving your favorite cheeses, ice cream, meat, and more, all grown right here in central Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy is open Monday through Saturday, 24/7 on Facebook. Connor Courtright has started off with a strike. Yeah, the biggest difference when you get into even a lower level college program, they've got one coach and sometimes two who does nothing but work with pitchers. It's a well hit ball, but caught on a line, and Connor Courtright is out. Jake Sankey sure-handed, and Merrill goes down, 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. 1 inning complete. Black Sox 1, Merrill nothing. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Everyone's got to stay hydrated as we started with temperatures in the 90s. Top of the second is on. Plover's ready to hit with a 1-0 lead. They'll send 7, 8, and 9 in their order to face Henry Ryman. We were uncertain if John is John Nafe or John Nafee. I believe during the baseball season over at the high school, we decided that he was John Nafe, and he will indeed take his turn here against Henry Ryman. First ball swinging, and that's well hit to right field. Going back, right fielder turned the wrong way, and it's over his head. You know what? Turn the right way, and that's probably a long out. Carter Bodie turned to his right and needed to turn to his left and then lost a chance to make a play on that. Don't think it hit his glove, so that's going to be a legitimate double. No error to be assessed there. First ball swinging here is Jake Sankey. This has popped up. Second baseman lost it, and it falls in fair territory. Boy, there are 2 batted balls that both could have been outs, and instead there are runners on first and second. You know, when you're playing the good teams, you've got to limit the mistakes. Just got to help yourself. That also is going to be the weirdest hit for Sankey because it didn't touch Isaac Clapper, the third baseman's glove. Caleb Meyer to hit here. Nafe at second base could not advance, but that ball fell in fair territory. Nobody out. First and second, and Plover's got every opportunity to build on their lead. Wow, squaring to bunt, pulls that back, pitches outside. So, I mean, look how the 2 batted balls are going to just change the look of this inning. The Blue Jays could have had a long out in right field and could have had a fly out on the infield. Looking to bunt, fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes. The bunt probably comes off here. You'll probably ask Caleb Meyer, shorten up and make contact. Move those runners around. So instead, nobody out and runners at first and second. Plover up 1-0, maybe more. Swing and a miss. It's not such a good at-bat there for Caleb Meyer. Couldn't get the bunt down. And then with 2 strikes, winds up striking out and does not advance the runners. Tommy Droner walked and scored the game's only run. Probably asking Tommy to drive this in. No, looking to bunt. Wow, that may have been a drag bunt. The idea may have been to try and get a hit out of that. He did offer at it. It's a strike. Not sure how I feel about that play. I'll explain after this pitch. I mean, again, there's so many different ways you could play the different situations in baseball. So, I mean, it's just one guy's opinion. Looking to bunt here, and that's bunted foul. No balls and 2 strikes. I mean, with runners at first and second, to get that runner around, you need a hit to the outfield. So, I mean, even with Tommy's great speed, he could push that ball down the first base line or drag it down the third base line. He could get himself a hit, but it doesn't get the run in. And you got to try and drive the ball to the outfield in this spot. 0-2, that hit him. Bases are loaded. Looked like it hit him there on the front foot. At least that's what the home plate umpire indicated. 1 out, and the bases are full of Black Sox. Naif at third, Sankey at second, Drowner at first. Big spot for Jackson Fox. Bounced out to the pitcher. His first time up, he's 0 for 1. That's high and away, and there's nowhere to put him. Boy, with the bases loaded, first pitch really needs to be strike 1. You take so much pressure off yourself as a pitcher. And Ryman now goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Henry has not seemed comfortable on the mound at all in this game. And this looks like another high pitch count inning. The first was 2. 2-0, down low, 3 balls and no strikes. Jackson Fox is going to be taken here to see if the Black Sox can get a run on the cheap. Base is loaded, and this is going to be a 3-0 pitch. Ryman needs a strike and does not get it. It's a 4-pitch walk, and a run comes in. 2-0. Still only 1 out, and some of Plover's big bats are coming up now. Base is full for Bryce Cashin, first a conference at the mound. Again, in high school and Legion ball, this allows all of your base runners also to huddle up, have a conversation with your third base coach. 2-0 now, and there's 1 out and the bases are still full. Cashin had the best hit ball of that 1-run first inning. Drove it to the gap in right center. Something like this here could blow this game open in the early innings. Playing in at first and third defensively, strike 1. You know, even though this is a jam for Merrill, no question about it, coaches love when they come out to the mound, chat with their pitcher, and the next pitch is a strike. It was there. 0-1 pitch. Boy, that pitch has been a sometime strike. That one's judged to be a ball. Guess a little outside. You know, we're not quite behind home plate, so what's wide is a little bit hard for us to see. 1-1. And this ball is hit to center, got under it. Center fielder's coming in. McRae makes the catch. They're going to tag at third, and the throw is cut off. Sacrifice fly for Bryce Cashin, who's got himself a second RBI, and Plover has built a 3-0 lead. Two outs now. Runner from second also advanced to third base on the sacrifice fly. So the Black Sox have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Caden Fowler will bat now. Now that's a good backhand stop by the catcher Connor Courtright. That pitch was hard and outside and looked like it was ticketed for the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes. Coming home here, hit to the second baseman. They'll get the force at second. You know what? I don't think the second baseman knew how many outs there were. There was an easier play at first base. Instead, the force at second brings the inning to a close. 2 hits and 2 more runs come in for the Black Sox. And our new score as we go to the bottom of the second. It's Plover 3, Merrill 0 on Zaleski Sports.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Well, summer has certainly arrived in Merrill, Wisconsin. We started today's game in the 90s, and I'm just guessing that we are still there now. Sun's down a little lower in the sky beyond the left field fence, and Bryce Ayer ready to work the second inning against the Merrill Blue Jays. Ayer retired the first three batters that he's faced. We're sponsored by Spectrum Benefit Solutions. With offices located throughout central Wisconsin, Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Ball one to Mason Johnson, who leads off the bottom of the second. Black Sox have already staked their pitcher Bryce Ayer to a 3-0 lead. That's fouled back to the catcher's mitt, 1-1. Got a lot of Legion games today as you spin around your Zaleski app or the Zaleski website. Tomorrow's schedule is kind of a big question mark with thunderstorms. They're talking about maybe some hail and high winds, too. Pitch is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, you know, we've got 24 hours to get that part of the forecast straightened out. Swing and a miss. Count evens at 2-2. Bryce Ayer working to Mason Johnson. Call strike 3. Yeah, that at the letters or just a little bit above has been called a strike so far tonight, and Mason Johnson returns to the bench. First out. When you're facing a pitcher who throws as hard as Bryce Ayer, you'd want the strike zone to be a little bit tighter. Bryce Ayer doesn't look like he needs the extra edge, and he's getting it. Isaac Clapper to take his turn. It's a strike on the outside corner. Yeah, Bryce Ayer could make a living with a pitch just like that. Right-handed batter's not going to do much on that hard breaking pitch to the corner. Right in the same spot and the same result. No balls, 2 strikes. All right, so Clapper's got to shorten up and protect here. Long set. Coming home, there's strike 3. Isaac Clapper sees just 3 pitches and returns to the bench. Bryce Ayer strikes out the first 2 here in the second. See what Michael McRae can do. McRae's a really solid defensive center fielder for Merrill. Pitches a little too. And I think, if memory serves, I believe McRae is a junior. Inside, that hit him. That's the first base runner for Merrill, the hard way. You know, for the American Legion season, again, not everyone that plays high school baseball plays Legion ball, but you really want your high school juniors to play. Kind of stretches out their season. You can get him another 40 or 50 at-bats, and you can give him 2 more months of coaching. You know, what's the key in high school baseball to getting a junior to come back better as a senior? Get him to play Legion baseball. Get him to play, stay active for the next 2 months. Really does make a difference. 2 outs and a man on first. Nathan Brosnowski to hit now. First time that Air is working with a base runner aboard. Throws over, runners back. I think trailing 3-0. Not sure that Merrill's going to have guys going here. Love doing games at Athletic Park. Always friendly folks here in Merrill. Outside corner, strike. Yeah, Air has been finding the outside black so far in this inning, and that's right where he wants to be. Yeah, short drive up from Wausau. For our Plover Black Sox players and families, what? A little more than a half hour, maybe 45 minutes on the bus. Outside, ball and a strike. The school bus, I would imagine, is a little bit toasty for a ride this afternoon, you think? Yeah, windows down for sure. 1-1. Strike 2. I can't tell if you're joking or not. You serious? Nice and comfortable on the bus? You bet. Bus driver just to my left says, no, air conditioned, just fine, sir. Take you at your word. A ball and 2 strikes. Outside, 2-2. Air's throwing that pitch, hoping that Nathan's going to swing at it, and he didn't. Two outs as Bryce Air looks to bring the inning to a close. Fouled off the plate, hit the batter. Yeah, that hit Nathan before he got out of the batter's box, so we'll do 2 balls and 2 strikes again. Good job for Plover getting here on time and having a bus ready. During the high school season, I can't tell you how many games we did that were delayed because a lot of school districts couldn't find enough bus drivers. Boy, that was a thing during the winter and into the spring season. Sometimes we'd have games that would start a half hour late. Strike 3 called, and Bryce Air has struck out the side. Merrill leaves a man at first base. 2 innings complete. Plover 3, Merrill nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
It is a short night of work for Merrill's starter Henry Ryman. It's being lifted here in the 3rd inning. Isaac Clapper, who had been playing third base, Isaac is going to come on to pitch. Again, Henry Ryman was just behind a lot of the batters that he faced over the first 2 innings, and both of them were high pitch count innings. Give you Ryman's pitching line in just a moment. Yeah, Henry Ryman got only 6 outs, worked 2 innings. 3 runs, all were earned, surrendered 3 hits. 2 of them were long doubles. Henry Ryman struck out 2 and walked 3, and one of those walked batters came around to score. So it's Isaac Clapper, he of the High Sanitary Sox, completing his warm-up pitches, and here we go in the top of the third inning. Black Sox have played 5 games in the Legion season so far, 2 wins, 3 losses. Victory tonight, give them a happy bus ride home and bring them back to 500 for the year. Thomas Hunt walked his first time up. First pitch from Clapper. Strike. See, we got a couple of fans that have brought their lawn chairs down the left field line, just beyond the chain link fence. And up the first base side, too. Ball and a strike. Yeah, I know my schedule for the rest of the week. Everest and Marshfield at Simon Field is scheduled for tomorrow, weather permitting. And then I'm looking forward to seeing the Wausau Bulldogs. Strike there, ball and 2 strikes. They'll play Marshfield on Thursday. The weather will have cleared, and that game's over at the other athletic park in Wausau. I'll be on the mic for that one, too. So got 2 or 3 days of fun Legion baseball. Looking forward to all of that. Reaches out and fouls that off. Stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. You know what? I think we're ready to stop complaining. It has cooled off a little bit. When we started here, it's like we descended into Hades. That's outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the third, 3-0, Black Sox leading. Now that's close. Judged to be a little bit low, and the count goes full to Thomas Hunt. Just look at how he looks so confident in the left-handed batter's box. Hunt looks like someone who can drive the ball. He'll get a 3-2 pitch here, and on cue, drives the ball to left field and's got himself a leadoff hit. Right through the left side, and the leadoff man's aboard. The Black Sox have had the leadoff man aboard in all 3 of their innings. Drew Kadronowitz to bat. First, we're sponsored by Point Heating. Get comfortable this summer with Point Heating and Cooling. We'll emphasize the cooling part today. Your Lennox dealer in Stevens Point and Plover. More than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. First ball swinging. It's off the mound. No, foul ball. Foul ball. Hit off the batter's box and not the plate. Sign up for planned service and save 10% off parts, and a reminder to service your furnace and central air. Call Point Heating and Cooling, 715-345-1979. That's 715-345-1979. Or online, all one word, Point Heating, pointheating.com. 0-1 pitch. That's fouled back to the screen, 0-2. One of the challenges for a smaller community like Merrill is that your pitching tends not to be as deep. So Henry Ryman's their most accomplished pitcher. They got only 2 innings out of him. And now it's probably going to be a patchwork night. Runners go and swing. Foul ball. Runner will go back to first. Wow, I thought Kadronowitz may have missed that. And if that was the case, they'd have a runner down at second base. Instead, Thomas Hunt has to go back to first. Yeah, the 2 times that I saw Merrill, the Merrill High School team this year, they lost both of those appearances to D.C. Everest. Clapper stepped off the mound. Runner goes back. No balls, 2 strikes. And coming home. Down low. You know what one of the issues is here? I mean, Clapper, at least on that pitch, got a runner at first base. And is still working from the full windup. Opposing team picks up on that, and the runner's going to take second easily. So see if Clapper is aware that he's got to shorten up the delivery in this spot. There he goes. He's back at it. That's a ball. Runner's going anyway. Throw to second. Wow, you know what? If the shortstop handled that, I think they'd have an out there. Instead, Sam Ryman, not sure with his glove, and it's a stolen base for Thomas Hunt. And back at home plate, the count is even at 2-2. Already with a 3-0 lead and a hit to the outfield, could get another one in. You know, Thomas Hunt, the runner out at second for a bigger kid. Solid bat, but runs the bases well, too. Pretty good wheels chugging into second base there. 2-2 pitch. Checked his swing, not a strike, gets past the catcher, and the runner goes down to third. Pass ball. 3-2. One run came in the first for the Black Sox, 2 more in the second. Here they are in the third, looking to stretch it out a little more. Can use the full windup here with that runner at third base, and that's hit foul. Yeah, that's one of the curiosities there. I'm looking over to my right in the press box. Our PA announcer is AWOL right now. That's up high, ball 4. I get it that sometimes things are a little informal during the Legion season. But he was there and now he's not. Who's going to announce the 50-50? I'd be happy to do it between innings. We'll just turn off my microphone and we'll yell really, really loud. Isaac Clapper has allowed the first 2 batters that he's faced to reach. John Naif is ready to hit now, after a conference at the mound. It's not the world's biggest crowd here. I'm not sure there's a lot in the 50-50 kitty. Maybe enough to pay for ice cream on the way home if somebody's still open. Naif to hit, high, ball 1. Merrill plays the second baseman and shortstop back. They'd trade a run if they could get a double play ball here. At the corners, bounced off the plate to third. Runner holds, throw across the diamond, got him. So there's the first out. Played just the right way. The third baseman just has to look to his right, and that freezes the runner. The trail runner, Kadranowicz, advances to second base on the out from Naif. Jake Sankey. First ball swinging, and it's to right field. That's going to get 1 run in, maybe 2 runs in. Yep. 1 out, 2 RBI knock. Jake Sankey is 2 for 2 today. And a 4th and 5th run comes in for the Black Sox. Briefly bobbled in right field, made no difference. There's no error to be assessed there. That's 2 RBI. Caleb Meyer to bat now with the man at first. Up high for a ball. Called a balk. Balk. Runner goes to second. Didn't see what led to the balk being called, but the first base umpire was pretty demonstrative about it. Didn't come set, maybe? It's up high, too. So the pitch home called a balk is not a pitch home. And then the next one for a rattled pitcher is up high. For the Black Sox, it's another man in scoring position now, and that's up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Drive the ball to the outfield here. You get another run. Again, wind up, and the runner stole that on the pitcher. Stolen base, Jake Sankey. Again, Isaac Clapper gave the full leg kick like he wasn't aware that he had a man at second base. Runner saw that and took third on his own. 2-1. Merrill, not willing to fall further behind, brings the infield in, and that's hard hit to the shortstop. Runner holds, and there's the second out. Sam Ryman, sure-handed there. Got to hit it where they ain't. That was hit right to the shortstop, and the run does not come in. Holds at third base. It is 5-0. Tommy Dronner will have a chance to make it 6-0. He'll hit with 2 outs and a man at third base. First pitch to him is outside. This is Tommy's first time up against Isaac Clapper. In his 2 appearances against Henry Ryman, walked and was hit by a pitch. That's away, 2 balls and no strikes. I remember during the high school season, Tommy's on-base percentage is just off the charts, one of the best in the Valley Conference. Seems like he always finds a way. Got to find a hit here to pick up an RBI and get another run in. Outside 3-0. Isaac's in danger of putting runners on the corners, and more possibilities would come with that for the Black Sox. Double steal would become live again. 3-0 pitch, and that's up high. It's a 4-pitch walk. Yeah, the outs have not come easily for Isaac Clapper in relief, and now we're going to get a visit to the mound. $5-0 ball game. See if this visit involves a pitching change or just a conversation about the situation with runners at first and third. Yeah, you know what? Just looking at the body language of Merrill's coach, he's telling him, you see that the coach brought both of his hands down to his waist. He's telling his pitcher right there, you've got to throw from the set. Can't use the windup here. Yeah, this was a pitching mechanics visit. Jackson Fox will hit here. Two outs. First ball swinging, foul down the first base side. See, one of the other nice little improvements here at Athletic Park, they've put in new lights since the last time I was here. Those are the LED lights. All the cool ballparks have them now. No balls and 1 strike. Runners going from first. Hit and runs on, and it's a hit to right field. 1 run is in, and holding that second runner at third. 2-out hit for Jackson Fox, and a 6-0 lead for the Black Sox. Dronner's got great speed. Could have brought him around from first base. Got a head start. Instead, still a man at third. Another run's in. And maybe you hold Tommy there at third base because Bryce Cashin swings such a good bat. First ball swinging, that is off the first baseman's glove into shallow right field. Another run's in. Hard hit ball. I'm always generous with how I score these things. That's got to be an error, though. Yeah, there we go. Caden Thayer to hit now. This third out has been elusive. Still runners on the corners. First ball swinging popped up. It's on the infield. This should bring the inning to an end. First baseman Mason Johnson came over and made the catch. The Black Sox sent 9 men to the plate and got 4 more runs. They've widened their lead. Going to the bottom of the third, and our new score is Plover 7, Merrill 0 on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Bottom of the third, and this Tuesday night American Legion game has been all Plover so far. They lead 7-0. Meanwhile, Black Sox starter Bryce Ayer hasn't even made his way through the entire lineup yet. Merrill sends 8, 9, and 1 to the plate. I guess really the only challenge for Ayer is that he's spent long periods of time on the bench while his team's been running up the score. Carter Bodie to hit, lead things off here. Baseball coverage is brought to you by Par 4 Resort, the beautiful Par 4 Resort in Wapaka. Home to 18 fun-filled holes at the Foxfire Golf Club and a full menu of delicious lunch and dinner options at the Par 4 Bistro. Get your friends and family together and head to Wapaka's favorite for dinner, golf, or an overnight stay. Par 4 Resort in Wapaka. Strike one. Seven runs on 6 hits for the Black Sox. Merrill has yet to hit safely. Their only batter, a hit batter in the second inning. Didn't advance beyond first. Swing and a miss. Took something off there. It's no balls, 2 strikes. Ayer coming home up high. You know, normally I do these games on the radio, so it's nice to have the video going along. Thousands of eyes instead of just one set of eyes. When we do these high school baseball games, Legion tonight, a ball and 2 strikes. Bryce Ayer coming home to Bodie down low, 2-2. Caleb Meyer, catcher, with a nice stop. You know, when I woke up for work this morning, I mean, I'm up before the sun is. It was kind of a cool and comfortable morning. Once the clouds burned off, temperatures shot up quickly. 2-2, swing and a miss. Got him. A 4th strikeout for Bryce Ayer. Jack Houck to bat now. I mean, Ayer is a tough customer. You're not going to do a lot with him. And here he is staked to a big lead. Black Sox are already into Merrill's bullpen. Outside corner strike there. Outside there, a ball and a strike. And Bryce's pitch count's been low so far. I mean, at 7-0, there are always 10-run rule possibilities at this stage. A little bit high, 2-1. If anything, a few more people have joined us to watch this game in person in Merrill. 2-1, hit off the plate, first base side, that is a foul ball. One of the neat things, too, I know when I did the high school game back in May up here, right beyond first base, I mean, there are homes that just surround the ballpark. The people who are just behind the viewing deck where we're calling today's game from, they have the most manicured lawn. I mean, they are, Yard of the Month winners, though they should be. This ball is hit here to right center field, and it's down. Merrill's got their first hit. Center fielder got kind of a late jump on that. Jack Houck is at first base. First hit surrendered by Bryce Ayer. And the family with the fabulous yard, they have a dog. And during the high school season, when we did our game up here, that dog was out in the yard. The dog would fetch whatever foul ball came back there, but barked a lot during the game. That dog was making himself known. Henry Ryman takes strike one. Starting pitcher now playing third base. And now for the Legion season, they put up a tarp, so the dog can't see what's going on here. It's fouled back. Beg your pardon, this is not Henry Ryman. This is a pinch hitter. We'll check in just a moment who number 22 is. But he's at bat with a man on first and one out. Oh, 2 on the outside corner, strike three. 5 strikeouts now for Bryce Ayer. Sam Ryman to hit. Man at first. Merrill has not advanced anyone beyond first base in this game. Ayer comes home, took something off, and that's just inside. That's a close one to take. Ball one. We had a weekend of high school baseball back in May. Fouled off the plate 1-1. Yeah, we had a weekend in May where temperatures got into the 90s. I was doing a doubleheader that day. Indoor press box, shaky air conditioning. Yeah, it was hot. 1-1 pitch. Hit to second and out of the range of second baseman Jake Sankey. Blue Jays with 2 outs have runners at first and second. Sankey moving to his left, couldn't catch up with it. Opportunity for Merrill. Connor Courtright hits third in the batting order. Comes up with 2 outs, 2 aboard. Plover's got a 7-0 lead. Blue Jays, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Hit to the outfield could get them a run, get them off that 0. Courtright, strike. Again, Bryce Ayer looking to keep the shutout intact here. Pitcher took a long time. Batter steps out. Now everyone's ready to go again. No balls and 1 strike. Outside 1-1. I wonder here, there are some cars that are parked in somebody's private driveway just up the third base side. We've got some netting here that keeps the ball from going there. Windshield alert? Maybe. 1-1. Fouled just over our location. If we didn't have the netting, that would have landed on our deck. And of course, I'm the defending Gold Glove champion of all baseball announcers. Anything comes towards me, I've got to play on it. Bryce Ayer is looking to end the third inning with 2 aboard. Pitchers ahead in the count, 1-2. Again, taking a long time with the runners on board. Now he's coming home. Outside, 2-2. Again, you're trying to get Courtright to swing at that, and he lays off. There you go. Thank you, Blue. 2 balls, 2 strikes. got under it. Fly ball shallow right. This is a long run coming in and just short of foul territory. Tommy Dronner is over to make the catch, and the inning comes to an end. Blue Jays get 2 hits, but no runs. 3 complete. It's Plover 7, Merrill nothing on Zaleski Sports.
There may be many varieties of pizza in the world, and everybody knows there's only one Polito's. Polito's Pizza in downtown Stevens Point is the home of the big slice. Starting with their hand-stretched dough, add in the unique Polito's recipe sauce, top it with any of their specialty pizzas made from the best ingredients, and you've got that one-of-a-kind Polito's flavor. Get in on the taste, available by the slice or by the pie for dine-in or takeout. Treat the whole family to the best tasting pizza around and find it right here in downtown Stevens Point at Polito's Pizza.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Top of the 4th, and the Blue Jays are running Isaac Clapper out for another inning. Isaac surrendered 4 runs, 3 hits, walked 2, and a balk in the 3rd inning where he faced all 9 Plover batters. Thomas Hunt started off the 3rd with a hit. He'll lead off here in the 4th. 7-0. I have never seen umpires wearing the yellows. Umpires in cold weather can wear the jacket, black jacket or blue jacket. Some umpires in recent years have switched to the light blue. Yellow's a new look, at least for me. I don't see a lot of Legion baseball. Usually my play-by-play season comes to an end when the final out is made in the high school season. Thomas Hunt has walked and singled. That single came against Isaac Clapper, and Isaac's first pitch is a ball down low. Catcher couldn't hold that. You know what, boy? May have been a strike, but you don't get that call strike when it pops out of the catcher's glove like that. 2 balls, no strikes here. And neither of the Merrill pitchers have worked ahead in the count. 3-0 here, and this is a hitter's spot. I think with a 7-0 lead, yeah, you don't make someone like Hunt take one here. Want your guy to hit in this spot. 3-0, and it's a 4-pitch walk to start off the 4th inning. Blue Jays pitching has walked 5 in the ballgame. Here's Drew Kadronowitz. Pitcher steps off, runner goes back. Again, let's see if Isaac Clapper, he's got to come set, can't use the full windup in this spot. No, wow, lifted that leg, big lead, but the runner does not go at first base, and the pitch is inside. Now, that's a player that's coaching at first base. If you have one of your adult coaches there, experienced person, you pick up on that and you send the runner on the very next pitch. And balk called again. Pitcher came off and didn't throw to first base. Runner moves down to second base. A second balk called against Isaac Clapper. The Merrill bench did not object to the first balk that was called in the last inning. But a lot of chatter about whether that was indeed a balk or not there. No matter, infield umpire called it. So a walk and a balk, and a man down at second base, and this is hit up the middle, off the mound. Shortstop behind the bag, can't get it. Runner will hold at third base. Hunt held up for just a moment to see if there was going to be a play made on that ball. So he does not score. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. John Naif, dangerous bat to hit here. John is the 10th run. We don't go to the 10-run rule until 5 innings are complete, and we are only here in the top of the 4th. So even should the Black Sox get to 10, there's a little more baseball to play. And first ball swinging, a hit to right field, and it's an RBI. 8-0. So the first 3 reach here in the 4th inning. Naif, who just singled, is looking at a nice afternoon, 2 for 3. Jake Sankey with runners at first and second, still no one out. First ball swinging, boy. Swinging to hit that one off to tomahawk. big cut. Sankey is 2 for 2. Got himself 2 singles. One off the starter, Henry Ryman, and one off the current pitcher, Isaac Clapper. 0-1. Slow roller to second. The only plays to first base, and that's close there and safe. Second baseman did not charge and didn't make a strong throw over, and everybody's safe. Scored a hit. Mental error for sure. But it wasn't a wild throw, just a late throw. Bases are loaded for Caleb Meyer. Off the plate to second. Throw home. Got the force there, and they got it. Got the out there. Well played by the third baseman. Meyer reaches on a fielder's choice. The runner is out at home. No run scores on the play, which keeps us at 8-0. Tommy Dronner is one of the few Black Sox that hasn't hit safely in the game. He's been on all 3 plate appearances. He's walked twice and was hit by a pitch. So does not have an official at-bat. 1 out, and the bases are still loaded. High strike. Eight nothing ball game. 1 out. Naif is at third, Sankey is at second, and Meyer is at first. Down low. Tommy's got a good eye, too. A walk would get you a 9th run. Outside. Top 4, 8-0. Wow, that's close. Again, the players with the reputation for the good eye get the calls to go their way. Inside ball. I believe our scoreboard is wrong here. I think we're at 3-1, and that's down low. A walk will bring a run in, 9-0. So Tommy still doesn't get a chance to hit. And the bases are still loaded. It's a merry-go-round situation. Jackson Fox. Single, walk, and a bounce out. First ball swing, it's off the fist. It wasn't well hit, but it's going to drop into right field. It will score 1 run. Didn't really make good contact all the way down on the handles. And Jackson Fox gets himself a hit, an RBI, and Plover advances everyone up 1 station. 10-0. Bryce Cashin has himself 2 RBI. Had that long double that brought in the game's first run in what seems like forever ago. 3 more in and only 1 out here in the 4th. And that is hit to the right side. Another run will come in. And they're going to try and score a second. It's bobbled there. You know what? That's going to be a hit and an error in right field. 2 runs come in. Bryce Cashin. That's the 11th and 12th runs. Cashin gets 1 RBI in the runner that scores from third. Carter Bodie bobbled that ball in right field. It's a second error for Merrill, and it allows that run to come in from second base. Would not have if that ball was thrown right back in. First and third, and a conference at the mound, and a pitching change. So Isaac Clapper is going to stay in the game, although he won't be pitching anymore. Clapper is going to move to third base. Still only 1 out in what is now a 12-0 ball game. Jack Houck is coming in to pitch. Houck, if memory serves, is a high school junior. So he's in between his junior and senior seasons. Got pretty good velocity. Again, as we said earlier in the broadcast, Merrill's the smallest school in the Valley Conference. So their pitching is just not as deep as some of the other schools. Baseball today is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a variety of custom financing and financial services, loans to leases to crop insurance and tax and records. They have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point to get you started. Also brought to you by Ameriprise Financial. Do you have questions about your retirement? As a financial advisory practice, American Financial Services, Michael Smith and Associates can help with the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach. You'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap and get you where you want to go. Call Michael Smith and Associates today. Their number is 715-341-6657. 715-341-6657. Their offices are at 3241A Business Park Drive in Stevens Point. Here's Caden Thayer. Second and third, 12-0 game. Isaac Clapper's pitching line is ugly. We won't dwell on it, but we'll give it to you in just a moment. Strike from Jack Houck. And that's just what Merrill needs at this point. The game sure looks like it's out of reach at 12-0. Throw strikes, put the ball in play. Your defense behind you can hopefully get you a couple of outs here. 1 down. That's outside. 1-1. Caden Thayer's 0 for 3. Everybody else for the Black Sox has a hit. Caden looking to turn that around here. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Most of these Plover players play for Spash. Some are over from Pacelli. A couple are back from college. 2-1 pitch. High strike, 2-2. Black Sox have 5 more hits in this inning. 4 more runs in. Beg your pardon, 5 more runs in. 5 and 5, 1 benefiting from an error. Outside, 3-1. A walk here loads up the bases again. sun has set behind the trees, and suddenly it's become a pleasant evening in Merrill. Not so much for Merrill baseball fans. Slow roller to the left side. Clapper's got it, throws over and gets the out. A run scores, and then a throw back to third base is wild, and another run will come in. 13th and 14th runs are in. Thayer on the ground out got himself an RBI. And then the first baseman's throw over to third base, wild, and that run came in too. $14-0. Thomas Hunt now. At least the bases are empty. 2 outs here. Hunt today a single and 2 walks. Merrill's yet to retire him. Hit to second, should end the inning. And the throw is wild and he's safe. It's a throwing error on the second baseman. That throw was up high. First baseman Mason Johnson went up. And the runner's in there before he came back down. Error. Fourth error for Merrill today, and 3 of them have come in this never-ending inning. And that should have been the third out to bring the inning to a close. $14-0. Down low. Runner's going, and the runner will take second base. Yeah, the Black Sox have doubled their lead in this inning. It was 7-0 when this inning began. We're at 14 here, and that's hit up the left field line. Fair ball. Runner will hold at third base and not come around to score. Naif is scheduled to hit here. Got to use a pinch hitter. Brock Bierennot will hit here. First ball swinging, shortstop's got it. Steps on second and the inning is over. Let's see, 7 runs come in the inning. There were 3 errors in this inning alone and 6 more hits for the Black Sox. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Again, we have to play 5 before the game would come to an end on the 10-run rule. It is 14-0. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
You know, this really is a tale of 2 scorecards. Our Plover scorecard is messy with hits and runs scored and balks and stolen bases. And then you turn the page over to Merrill, and Bryce Ayer has allowed only 2 hits. And Bryce Ayer is working on a shutout. He will face 4, 5, and 6 in the Merrill batting order. Again, Merrill gets to bat here in the 4th and the 5th inning. And if they don't get this game back within 10 runs, things will come to an end. Mason Johnson is scheduled to hit, but this is somebody else in his spot, and we don't have a Merrill batting order here, so I'm not sure who this is. First pitch there is outside. It's ball 1. I'm looking into the now vacated announcer's booth, and there is a lineup card there. If my arm was longer, I'd reach over and get it. Because again, I think we're going to see a lot of reserve players in this final inning and a half. There's a strike, 1-1. See, well, there you go. Teamwork makes the dream work. And this ball is a fly to center field. Cashin is underneath it and makes the catch. First out of the inning, and I can tell you that was Caden Hendrick who just flied out there. And I think the challenge for Bryce Ayer has just been times that he's been on the bench for a long time in between innings. The team put up 7 runs. Isaac Clapper to hit here. That's a fly ball down the first base side. Is there room for a play? There is not. Clapper pitched 1 1/3 innings. 8 runs, but only 4 were earned. He's responsible for the bases loaded after he was pulled. Gave up 6 hits. No strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 balks. Clapper struck out his first time up. And an 0-1 pitch. Checked his swing, and that's outside. Yeah, Blue Jays got a runner down to second base in the 3rd inning. 2-out hit, but couldn't pick him up. So 14-0. It's a football score. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. So Clapper is in the middle of a frustrating game, kind of slammed his bat into his hand as he goes back to the dugout for the 2nd out. Michael McRae to hit here with 2 outs and nobody on. McRae was hit by a pitch, one of just 3 Merrill base runners this evening. That's ball 1. Baseball coverage tonight brought to you by Maida Custom Apparel in Stevens Point. Quality decorated apparel for your hometown schools and summer teams and corporate outings and team outings. Professional items and sporting goods. Maida Custom Apparel in Stevens Point. Bryce Ayer bidding for just his second 3-up, 3-down inning here. Fouled into the netting on the first base side. Lands on the roof of the Black Sox dugout. Players are trying to tug at the net to get that ball down. And there it'll stay. Two-one pitch. That's outside 3-1. Ayer hasn't walked anyone today. In fact, he hasn't really been behind a lot of the batters that he's faced, but he is here to Michael McRae. Ball 4. 2-out walk. Nate Brosnowski, he of the white batting helmet, will take his turn. Not a lot of suspense in this one. Is that fair to say? I think it is. It is a 14-0 ball game. Question is, can Bryce Ayer get his shutout? And how much baseball will we play tonight? Will this game be 10 runs? There's strike one on the outside corner. Lights have been on for this half inning. Something you may not know about the LED lights, because they point straight down. At the bottom of the light stanchions, there are mirrors that reflect the light back up. That's how you can see fly balls. Swing and a miss. Yeah, if you were playing the outfield or were trying to catch a ball that was hit into the air, if it's not lit from the bottom also, you wouldn't be able to see it. And the LED lights shine straight down, which is why these reflectors are necessary. In fact, you can see them as you look around all of the light poles here at Athletic Park. Air is ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Wastes that one. Caleb Myers still working behind the plate. Goes without saying, you never want to see someone get hurt, but especially not in a 14-0 game. You don't want your catcher getting banged around in a game that's not really competitive. Sidearm delivery. Air was bidding for a little something extra, and that's outside. I mean, you almost wonder, does someone other than Air come out to pitch the 5th inning and try and close this out? It's a game where you could safely let someone else take the mound. Still come away with the W. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Hit to the left side. Shortstop deep in the hole is not going to have a play. Infield hit. You know, that's one of the differences between shortstops at this level and shortstops that play college or minor league or pro ball. At the higher levels, a shortstop can go 2.5 steps to either side, left or right, and still should have a strong enough arm to make a play. Just here, I mean, it's a regulation-sized diamond. 2 steps to the right there, and Kadranowicz knew not to try throwing it. The only thing that would come of that would be a wild throw or an error. It is Merrill's 3rd hit. Carter Bodie up high, ball 1. There are runners on first and second now, and there are 2 outs. Long set, Air coming home, swing and a miss. It's only the 2nd time in the evening that Merrill has had a runner in scoring position. Again, Bryce gets to work through the bottom part of the order to try and keep his shutout intact. Coming home, it's inside. I believe we're at 2 balls and 1 strike. Umpire is checking his indicator. Now the scoreboard, umpire, and your friendly announcer, I believe, are all on the same page. Not holding the runner on at second, he's got a huge lead. That's up high, 3-1. We'll play Legion baseball through all of June and all of July. And then 2 and 3 sport athletes turn their attention towards football practice when we turn the page to August. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. 2 outs, and the Blue Jays have loaded the bases. This comes with only 1 hit, 2 walks. And in a 14-0 game, of course, we all appreciate a visit to the pitcher's mound. And Bryce Air has just had the baseball taken away from him. So again, in this kind of non-competitive game, Bryce Air's work is done. Thomas Hunt, who had been DHing, is going out to left field. And let's see who the new pitcher is going to be. Is that going to be Naif who's going to take over? Well, we'll see. This pitcher will turn towards us and will show us his number, and then we'll tell you who he is. There are 2 outs in a 14-0 game. Merrill may finally break through. Jackson Fox comes in from the outfield and will pitch. Right-handed starter and now a right-handed reliever as we take these pitches. Baseball Today brought to you by Central Door Solutions, serving all of Wisconsin with high-quality garage doors and accessories since 2004. And Velocity Clubhouse. Velocity Clubhouse offers private lessons, clinics, open gyms, rentals of batting cages, hitting simulators, basketball courts, volleyball, and more. Step up your game at Velocity Clubhouse in Stevens Point. Fatheads Rapids RV brings you tonight's American Legion coverage. Just south of Wisconsin Rapids on Highway 13, where we know that life doesn't wait. Enjoy it. Jackson Fox, I believe, has a few more warm-up pitches. Bryce Ayer, the starter, is responsible for all three of the men on base. Michael McRae at third was there via a walk. Nathan Brosnowski got an infield hit. He's over at second, and Carter Bote walked and is at first. Monogram Appetizers says, unhappy with your current job? Join the team at Monogram Food in Plover. 2 modern facilities, plenty of openings. Make the choice to come grow with Monogram Appetizers. Heartland Custom Homes sponsors baseball, Central Wisconsin's premier home builder. For 50 years, Heartland Custom Homes in Plover has kept their mission of building better living for you and your family. Bottom of the fourth, 14-0. There are 2 outs. So Jackson Fox looks to put out the fire. Jack Houck scheduled to hit here. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. And of course, in these 14-0 blowouts, the strike zone does tend to get a little bit bigger. Got to come up there swinging in the blowout games. Fox coming home, down low, a ball and a strike. Houck singled his first time up. Another one would get Merrill off the schneid. A ball and a strike with 2 outs and the bases full. Strike 2. That pitch has been a strike all night. Jackson Fox looking to get Bryce Ayer off the hook. Outside, 2-2. Yeah, Bryce Ayer had been cruising right along until he gave up the 2 walks here in the 4th inning. Also hit a batter. Count goes full with the bases loaded. Fox to Houck. Outside, and the shutout goes by the wayside. Bases loaded walk. Merrill gets a run in. That run that comes home, Michael McRae was on via a walk. Bases are still loaded, and there's strike 1. This is Jake Schmitz. Struck out his first time against Bryce Ayer, and now works to Jackson Fox. Down low. So it's 14-1 now. And the 1-1 pitch. Foul back towards us. Ball and 2 strikes. Jackson Fox facing just his second batter on in relief. looking to end the bottom of the fourth inning here. Hit off the plate. Second baseman's got a big hop, kind of a tricky hop there too, and throws him out. Merrill gets one run in, but leaves the bases loaded. We're going to the fifth in what could be the final inning under the 10-run rule. It is the Black Sox 14, Merrill 1. We'll be back after these messages.
Central Door Solutions is the premier commercial and residential overhead door and dock equipment provider in north central Wisconsin. Our staff of trained professionals have the resources it takes to respond to emergency calls quickly. We use only the highest quality materials and top manufacturers in our overhead doors, hollow metal entry doors, dock equipment, screen doors, and much more.
Whether it's your home or business, farm or industrial, Central Door has your solution. Central Door Solutions, where personality opens doors and character keeps them open.
This is Monogram, Plover, Wisconsin, feeding America. And these are the people who work here, proud of their jobs and the products they make.
I started out as anybody else would, on the line, third shift, and I worked my way up to first shift and then eventually operator positions.
Monogram Foods, come grow with us.
Houck is the third pitcher that the Merrill Blue Jays have used today. He'll come out for a second inning of work. The Plover starter, Bryce Ayer, we can complete his line. He was lifted with 2 outs in the fourth inning. Allowed 3 hits. The 1 run charged to him was earned. Struck out 5 and walked 2. He hit 1 batter. Plover sent 12 to the plate in their 7-run fourth inning. And now here we go in the 5th. And I can see that we're going to have a couple of pinch hitters. Ben Fonte will lead off. Fonte hits in Jake Sankey's spot. Black Sox have scored in every inning. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third. And then the big 7-run fourth inning that's left no doubt about what the result's going to be tonight. All we're waiting for is the final score. First pitch to Fonte, strike 1. Got that yellow tennis ball bat. And Luca Weinkauf in the on-deck circles also got the neon glow stick. Down low, 1-1. So my first fill-in role for Zaleski Sports during the American Legion season has not really had a flair for the dramatic. It's a 14-1 game. Ground ball to third, long throw, got him. It's Isaac Clapper, who's back over at third base, gets the first out. Luca Weinkauf will take his turn. Another pinch hitter awaits on deck. Kenny Schultz. First pitch to Luca Weinkauf, down low for a ball. So, I mean, you like to see this in the blowout game. Everyone gets a chance to hit. Everyone gets a turn. There's a strike, 1-1. We're sponsored by Stevens Point Brewery. Be sure to sit back and enjoy the handcrafted sodas from the Stevens Point Brewery. 100% real sugar, high-quality ingredients. Select from a variety of styles. Point root beer, diet root beer, black cherry cream, orange cream, vanilla cream, kitty cocktail. Stevens Point Brewery supports all area student athletes. Ball and 2 strikes here to Luca Weinkauf. Fouls that one back, and he'll see another. Opus 5-Star Lanes brings you the American Legion coverage tonight. Your go-to for family fun, bowling, birthday parties, and pizzas. Enjoy Opus 5-Star Lanes. They're on Post Road in Plover. 1-2 pitch. Hit him. Luca Weinkauf will go down to first base. Kenny Schultz. "11 hits for the Black Sox, 14 runs. Benefited also from 5 walks and 4 errors. Strike one. And the Black Sox have scored in every inning, every frame that they've been at bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bounces in front of the plate. A ball and a strike. Strike two. The Blue Jays are going to need at least 4 runs when they come to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning to keep the evening alive. Could be more depending on what Kenny Schultz does in this spot. High and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's Jack Houck who's on in relief. Got the final out in that very long 4th inning. Now trying to work his way through the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, coming home. And that's well hit to right field. So off the bench, Kenny Schultz gets himself a single. Lead runner's not going to take an extra base, so there are runners at first and second. Jackson Fox come on in relief. He's 2 for 3. Couple of singles and a walk. 14-1. Gets away from the catcher. Everyone will move up. Wild pitch moves him along. Jackson's got a couple of RBI in this game and a chance for 2 more if he can drive the ball to the outfield. Down low again. Doesn't get far enough away from the catcher for that runner at third to try it. I don't know. You don't want to walk in this spot. Chance to build the stats, build the resume. It's up high. In danger of loading the bases. There'd be a pinch hitter for Bryce Cashin. Cashin's been one of the players who's been chewing up Merrill tonight. Taking, it's ball 4. Bases are loaded. Weinkoff at third, Schultz at second. Umpire is telling us that that's ball 3, not ball 4. Our scoreboard cannot be counted on right now, so. And now the infield umpire and the home plate umpire will try and get together on what the count is. And we do indeed agree that, well, our home plate and our infield umpire did not have the same count. That's ball 4. I had it as ball 4 too, but everything up here is unofficial. Matt Eden is the pinch hitter now. Bases loaded, 1 out. And patient swinging with the bat and a hit to left field. Another run comes in. Eden takes the first pitch that he sees. That was kind of a nifty swing. Kind of kept the arms back and was kind of compact through the hitting zone. Matt Eden and his friends and family will slow that down and show that that was a nice trip to the plate. Gets another run in. 15-1. There's strike 1. This is Caden Thayer's spot. That does not look like Caden Thayer, who's hitting right now. 1 out. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put this pinch hitter. Fouled back. That is indeed Caden Thayer. And that ball went over the screen and almost took out that man who's not watching the ball game at this point. It's 15-1. I know there are a lot of distractions at this stage. 1 out, bases are full. And the Black Sox have another run in here, 15-1. That's off the plate, and it's foul. We are sponsored tonight by Polito's Pizza, home of the Big Slice. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Rothschild, and Wisconsin Rapids. Open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. Polito's Pizza is open late Friday and Saturday for your after-party pizza craving in Stevens Point. Your Polito's Pizza is downtown on Main Street. Fly ball down the right field line, and when it rains, it pours. That's a fair ball. It's going to get in 2 runs, a double to the right field corner. The 16th and 17th runs. Caden Thayer had been the only Black Sox starter not to hit safely, and there he is, delivers a bases-loaded double, gets 2 more in. Runners at second and third. Thomas Hunt, that hit him. And the bases are loaded again. Pinch hitter coming up here, Carl Beechler. First ball swinging, it's popped up. It's on the infield. First baseman, now second baseman, a little bit of an adventure there. Beechler has flied out. 2 outs now. John Naif was pinch hit for in his last scheduled at-bat. He's re-entered because he's now pitching for the Black Sox. So he'll get another turn at the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. First ball swinging, it's a fly ball. Got under it, but it's deep. Left center field, center fielder. It is over his head and up against the wall. 2 more runs come in. 19-1. Well, there are ugly games and there are ugly games. This one's ugly. Five more runs in this inning. Tenth batter to come up here in the inning for Plover. Down low. Yeah, Merrill just can't get this thing to end. $19-1 is the score right now. There's a strike. Looking for Jack Houck to get the third out and bring this inning to a close. And that ball is hit to right field, and the hits keep on coming. Another run comes in. It's a 20-run game. Luka Weinkauf will hit here. Luca was hit by a pitch, came around to score earlier in this inning, and he's hit again. Okay. Kenny Schultz, pinch hit earlier in the inning. Again, this is what? This is the 12th man to hit in this inning after 12 came up to hit in the 4th. The pitch to Schultz is up high. Yeah, I mean, baseball is a game that has no clock. This game is going to come to an end under the 10-run rule. Who knows? It could be a 20-run game. Cue ball to third. Stepping over on the bag is Isaac Clapper, and the inning has come to an end. 6 more runs come in for the Black Sox. It's the last call for Merrill as we go to the bottom of the 5th in a game that is going to end on the mercy rule. The score here is 20-1. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. But how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
All right, the bottom of the 5th is on, and this is going to be the last call for the Merrill Blue Jays, trailing by 19. 2, 3, and 4 in their batting order scheduled to hit, and I think that Merrill's also going to give some pinch hitters a chance to take a turn here in these final at-bats of the evening. Jackson Fox is on in relief. Fox gave up a walk with the bases loaded. That's how the Blue Jays got their only run in the 4th inning. All right, here we go. 20-1. Sam Ryman is scheduled to bat here. Let's see if this is indeed Sam. First ball swinging down the right field line and foul. Yes, Sam Ryman, who's got one of the 3 Merrill hits, is taking his regular turn at bat. Again, more Legion baseball scheduled tomorrow, if the weather lets us play outside 1-1. Again, I'm scheduled to be over at Simon Field. So our friends over in Weston and in Rothschild and Schofield have a game if the weather holds out. This is a well-hit ball to left field. Going back, going back, going back. The ballpark's not going to hold it. It's a home run for Sam Ryman. I wouldn't go so far to say as the comeback has started, but that was a nice hit ball, something good for Merrill here, and it's 20-2. Connor Courtright now. Got a player walking behind the chain link fence to retrieve that ball. On a line, best hit ball for Merrill so far tonight. So something positive for Sam Ryman to talk about. He's an underclassman. He'll be playing for the Merrill Blue Jays next year. This is fouled off the plate, strike 1. You know, I've done a full season of high school baseball and did not see a single home run. I mean, the home run is not really a part of high school ball. So here in American Legion, that's first ball that I've seen all year that's left the ballpark. Connor Courtright is 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th, and when the 3rd out comes, that'll bring our ball game to an end. Up and in. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. There's the first out of the 5th inning. First strikeout for Jackson Fox against 1 walk. Caden Henrik came on as a pinch hitter in the 4th and flied out to center field 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. He's late on that. Strike 1. There was a time not all that long ago when these American Legion games would go 9 innings. Not sure anyone's up for that tonight, and it's just been kind of a non-competitive ball game. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th in a game that is still highly likely to come to an early end. It's 20 to 2. Late on that, swing and a miss for a second strike. Yeah, 2 really big innings broke this open. A 7-run 4th and then a 6-run 5th. Caden Heinrich has struck out, and he's the second out of the inning. Isaac Clapper is scheduled here, but Princeton Pion will bat. First ball, fouled off. Jackson Fox is on in relief of Bryce Ayer, who will be the winning pitcher tonight. It's away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing, couldn't hold up, 1 and 2. Still not completely dark. Oh, these long summer days now that we're into the middle of June. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs and nobody on here in the 5th. Outside, count fills up. Jackson Fox comes set, coming home. That's hit foul down the first base side, out of play. Plover will even their record 3-3 when this one goes final. A lot of hits in this game, a lot of positives. Strike 3 called, and the sun has set on today's baseball game. Jackson Fox winds up striking out the side, although he did give a leadoff home run to Sam Ryman. And our final score is 20-2 as the Black Sox beat Merrill. Back to wrap up after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
I'm Chris Conley, and our game has just gone final at Athletic Park in Merrill. Not a close one tonight. The Black Sox over the Merrill Blue Jays by a score of 20-2 in a game that goes only 5 innings. Our coverage is brought to you by Nasonville Dairy, the sponsors of the post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy, in Marshfield, Curtis, or order online, Nasonville Dairy, one word, NasonvilleDairy.com. Well, the Black Sox were already leading 7-0 when they sent 12 men to the plate in the 4th inning, doubled the score by adding another 7 runs. It was 14-0. And then in the 5th inning, they sent 12 more men to the plate, plated 6 more runs, and brought them to 20. Merrill did get a home run from Sam Ryman. Well-hit ball out to left center field for their second run in the bottom of the 5th. Before Jackson Fox struck out the side and brought the game to a close. Bryce Ayer is the winning pitcher. He left with the bases loaded and wound up being charged for just 1 run. He surrendered just 3 hits, 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. The Merrill starter, Henry Ryman, takes the loss. For the Black Sox, 20 runs on 17 hits. They played errorless baseball and left 6 men on board. They get back to 500, 3 wins and 3 losses with tonight's blowout win. For Merrill, 2 runs on 4 hits. 4 errors committed, and 6 men left on base. Again, repeating our final score as we wrap up our coverage tonight. Black Sox 20, Merrill 2. A blowout for Tuesday night American Legion Baseball. Again, I hope you'll join me again. Scheduled for D.C. Everest versus Marshfield American Legion Baseball tomorrow from Simon Field on the D.C. Everest campus if the weather cooperates. And if not, you and I will talk again for the Wausau-Marshfield game Thursday over at Athletic Park in Wausau. Again, the final score from Athletic Park in Merrill tonight, Plover 20, Merrill 2. I'm Chris Conley. Good night, everybody.